Everyone from the Princeton Review to Condé Nast Traveler regularly ranks Rollins as one of America's most beautiful college campuses. Zoom in, though. Take, for example, our conference-style learning environment. Consider the dozens of high-end laboratories and collaborative workshops. Drop in on the professional performance venues where our student artists hone their crafts. Stroll by the courts and playing fields where our student athletes develop lifelong leadership skills. Take a closer look at Rollins, and you'll realize our beauty runs deep.
The growth of this school has been so gratifying to see, and it's only the beginning. From the start, I knew we were going to have a great faculty, great facilities, and great guests from the industry, but the most satisfying thing for me has been to see the excitement and the talents that our students display every single day. They are what makes this program special. We designed this program to be challenging, and the goal from the start was to mimic the industry our students would be entering. So we put them in real-world situations. You're covering live college sports. You're calling esports matches. You're working behind the anchor desk. And they've taken the challenges head on. And now that hard work is paying off. We have graduates working all over the country in all facets of the industry. From on-air jobs at local stations to behind-the-scenes jobs at large companies, our grads are taking the industry by storm. Can't wait to see where we go from here. If you want to be a sportscaster, if you want to break into this business, this is the place to be. New classes start every month. I hope you'll join us.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams, discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Since the women now we dream of getting rich. Fantasize about a white people fence. The warm pathfinder with some kids. That's not a need. Those 20s on that you get it, Prince. But now I see my career that the world's a lot bigger ever since. Pick up the paper and they say that you had a part about it, I'm convinced. Anybody is a killer, all you gotta do is push them to the lips. Being timid in a silly politic with the pushes and the pimps. Trying to write a story, can I get a glimpse? Can I get a glimpse? Last night I had a bad dream. That I was trapped in the city that I asked, is that really such a bad thing? They promised to be on the day, you keep blaming me that I never had no things. Guess not. Last night, they put up on at the light like, nice watch. Running ass in it, ass in it, running ass in it, ass in it, running ass in it, ass in it, small town out in Hollywood. Dreams, I know that every man is good as it. Come on, I know this ain't always good as it. Saying it, but tell me till you get it, how could you? No, how could you? How could you know? Listen, I'm about to go and get rich. We gon' smoke around the villa and hit a lick.
Rollins College of well since doubling from good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and fans. Profanity, vulgarity, or disrespectful cheers or march or gestures. Unacceptable any grounds removal from the facility, as well as additional sanctions. Also, showing any objects on the playing surface is strictly prohibited. We appreciate your cooperation, and thank each and every one of you for attending today's contest. Fans don't forget to stop by the concession stand in our main lobby. The Top Hat Restaurant Group will be serving up hot, fresh food under the unique restaurant concept in Central Florida. Enjoy spaghetti and dolce, local brunch and dessert bar in the Thornton Park District, or Sausage Shack, where you can grab yourself a gourmet sausage and giant Bavarian pretzel. Top Hat Restaurant's group's goal is quite simple: to offer people a place to experience and enjoy great food. Fans facing emergency requiring evacuation, please exit the gym and the doorways leading to the main lobby. Further instruction by official Rollins College personnel will be given once you have exited the facility. We thank you for your cooperation.
Hello and welcome into the Sunshine State Conference Network. We are live from Warden Arena on the campus of Rollins College for tonight's matchup featuring the Tampa Spartans battling the Rollins College Tars. My name is Carlos Rosado alongside my broadcast partner Parker Way. Heading into the first game of February, the visiting Spartans are coming off a 23-point victory on Saturday versus Lynn University. On the other side, the Tars sit 6th in the Sunshine State Conference standings at 10 wins, 10 losses, winning 3 of their last 4. Parker, what do the Tars have to do tonight to get above 500 for the first time since early December?
Yeah, I think it starts number one on the defensive end. It always starts on the defensive end for the Tars with me, but more specifically, they have to slow down Mekhi Brown. The senior guard is the leading scorer for this Tampa Spartans team, and he's coming off a career-high 33 points per game in that win versus Lynn. But on the other side, for the Tars offense, I believe they have to continue to get Hutton Yanor going. He's on the cusp of breaking a scoring record here tonight, and they have to continue to get consistent play from their big mans down low, Carlos.
For your starting lineups, let's review them real quick. For the visiting Tampa Spartans, guard Micah Brown, Jesse White, Jonathan Bryant II, Jacob Harris, and Tyson Lato. And for your home team, the Rollins Tars, number 0, Hut Yanor, number 3, Kyle Marion, number 11, Cade Long, number 12, Sergei Grishayev, and number 24, Matthias Silvira. Head coaches, both very long stints. You already know the legend Tom Klusman, but on the other side for Tampa, their head coach Richard Schmidt is in his 40th season. Referees or officials will be Josue Nieves, Art Williams, and Michael Melton. Starting lineups are being introduced for the people in the stadium. We will resume tip-off shortly. Here we go inside Warden Arena. Josue Nieves will throw the tip. Silvira wins it for Rollins. They'll take possession first. Marion takes it up the floor.
Marion's sporting some sweet KD4s out there tonight, Carlos.
Oh, you know it with that fresh cut too. Silvira inside. Doesn't get it. Rebound Spartans.
Yeah, Rollins is always going to try to establish Silvira early on in the game. See if they can get him post touches and see if they can get him to work that nice little baby left hook he has down there.
Tampa passing it around. It will be an early travel call. Referee Michael Melton makes that call. It'll be a first turnover of the game on Tampa.
One thing I wanted to mention, Carlos, we've seen 4 consistent starters for the Tars all season: Marion, Long, Silvira, and Yanor. But we've seen Latimer in that starting lineup, and now it's Grishayev, so adds a little bit more size to that defensive zone.
Of course, Rollins, they all have talented players. They're all able to back up each other when necessary. Yanor, shot, makes it. First points of the game belong to Hutton Yanor.
Yanor's been so consistent for them this season, Carlos. 19 points a game. 19 points in their last game against Tampa earlier in this season in a win. So going to need him to continue his offensive prowess.
Brown, mid-range, blocked by Grishayev. Rebound, Rollins. Rollins out on the wing, passing it around, very friendly with each other. Grishayev in the post, turns around, makes it, banks it, 4-0 Tars.
He's got a massive size advantage over the 6'7" Lato. It's going to be there all night, but he went over his right shoulder that time, Carlos.
White's three-pointer off the rim. First shot attempt from behind the arc in this game doesn't fall.
One thing to keep your eye on with Jesse White, he will shoot it from distance at 13 threes in their last game against Rollins. 13 threes attempted, excuse me.
Silvira again, back-to-back buckets on back-to-back possessions. Rotating. White passes it to Brown. Brown looking around, across the court. 3-point attempt. Doesn't get it. Ball will go out of bounds. Nice box out by Grishayev to make sure no Tampa player attempts the save.
Yeah, one thing you'll notice with the two bigs in there, Carlos, with Silvira and Grishayev, you have a 6'11 Grishayev and a 7-footer in Silvira. So they're going to be really active, and they've been good defensively in that zone so far, disrupting passing lanes and disrupting shots.
Grishayev already having his way so far with Tyson Lato in this contest. 4 out of 6 points for the Tars. Janor's three-pointer, cash. Make that 9-0. Early run for the Tars.
Beautiful setup by Marion there.
Yanor at 5. He needs 4 more to enter 9th on the all-time Rollins scoring list. Ball goes out of bounds. Tampa Spartan possession.
Be a pretty nice achievement for Yanor when he gets those 4 points here tonight, Carlos. 9th all-time, no matter what school you play at. Pretty nice achievement for Yanor.
Indeed. 3-pointer. Yanor gets the steal. Throws it down. Hutton Yanor, 7 points. Getting it started. 11-0. Rollins have made 4 out of their last 4 field goals.
Yeah, we said off the top, Carlos, it was going to start with on the defensive end for this Tars team tonight, and they've been super active, and there's another steal.
Rollins, Cade Long, passes it out to Marion. Marion, jumper. Didn't get the distance. Tampa pushes it up the court. Pushed by Brown. Bryant went baseline, but it'll be a foul called on Silvira, his first of the contest. Substitutions will be made. Entering the game for the Tars, Frazier in substitution for Silvira.
Yeah, Yarden Willis in for the Spartans. Looked like they were bringing in the 7-footer Willis to try to counteract that 7-footer of Silvira, but Silvira just checked out.
White, 3-pointer, unsuccessful, out of bounds. Tampa ball. Thank you for backing me up on that, Parker. I couldn't quite see the jersey number for that substitution.
No worries. They did go size to counteract with Silvira, but he checked out, so let's see if the Spartans choose to use their 7-footer now.
Back out to White on the wing, inside post. Another steal by Yanor, the wingspan of a pterodactyl. Defensive specialist for the Rollins special player. K. Long misses the 3.
Yeah, 3 steals already for the Tars. They've been real active out of block to that as well. So 4 defensive stops at minimum for this Tars team. Still holding this team scoreless, Carlos.
Rollins have made 5 out of their last 7 field goals. Tampa, pull up, cashes it. Micah Brown enters the game with his first 2 points and Tampa's first bucket.
And Micah Brown, 33 points, career high in their last game.
Marion answers back. Off the window, the bank is open Wednesday night. Cal Marion with his first 2 points. Inside shot blocked by Yanor. Marion pushing it with the layup. Won't get it. Yanor tips it in. Teammate backing up another teammate. Yanor, that is 9 points. He officially enters Rollins lore. I can't even say it. 9th all-time points for the Rollins Tars. Congratulations. Wow, that was something. Bryant inside, heavily contested, still makes it. Score now 15-4, Tars.
That was a heck of a finish, Carlos. Right over the top of the defender. Yanor's feeling it early on, though. You can tell with the way he's looking at the rim.
Yanor doesn't fall.
Let's see if this Spartans offense can settle in. That'll help.
White indeed settled in that, Jay. Makes it a 15-7 ball game. About 14 minutes left in the first half.
39% on the season for Jesse White from three-point range, so he's going to get his three-pointers up.
It'll be a moving screen on number 41, Jaden Frazier, his first foul of the game.
His first team second. Timeout on the floor. Media timeout.
We have a media timeout, our first. Rollins early lead, 15-7, 14 minutes left in the first half. Hut-Yanor already in the Rollins record books, 9th all-time in scoring. We will be back. You're watching the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Fans over to the stoplight concern stand in the main lobby. The Combat Restaurant Group will be serving up gourmet sausages and hot dogs, ice cold drinks, fresh popcorn, and much more. Rollins Athletics want to thank Chris and the Top Hat Restaurant Group for their support of the Tigers.
Welcome back to the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. I'm Carlos Rosado alongside my partner, Parker Way. Early lead here, Rollins 15-7, 14 minutes left in the first. And for those that are just now tuning in, Hut-Yanor enters the Rollins scorebooks, 9th all-time in scoring. They seem to be dominating. Rollins were making their first 4 field goals, already outshooting the Spartans 58% to 33%.
It's all started with their defense, Carlos, getting out in transition. 3 steals, 2 blocks early on, only 6 minutes into this game.
Inside, Spartans, hook shot, rebound, Frazier.
It's a great job by Frazier, undersized.
Great defense over Yarden Willis. Another foul, this time on Grishayev. That'll be Rollins' second offensive foul.
Yeah, just got to get set if you're the big man there, but also if you're a guard. You can help your big out, Carlos. Just wait for him to get set before you really, truly make your move towards the rim.
A guard and a big are best friends, just like a quarterback and his offensive lineman.
No doubt about it.
Tampa, baseline, back out on the wing. Brown passes it to Willis. Inside, Bryant. Won't go. Great contest there by the Tars.
I think Cade Long might have got a piece of that. I don't know if the scorekeepers will give him a block on that play, but I thought he got a piece of it.
Marion, Grishayev. Inside, Frazier. Grishayev, top of the key. Front of the rim. Rebound, Bryant takes it down the opposite end.
That's what you want if you're Coach Klusman, though, playing inside out.
White, another 3. That was almost the same spot. Hit the front rim just like Rollins' last shot. It'll go out of bounds. Last touched by the Tars, Tampa possession.
Here we go, Carlos. We got the 7-footers battling, and they were the same number, too. I didn't even realize that till they both stepped foot on the floor together, but 2 7-footers, both wearing number 24.
It's a small world. Kyle Marion pushing it up. What a nice scoop. Finishes with the left hand. So suave. Rollins up 17-7. Kyle Marion, oh my gosh.
Acrobatic finish in transition. Marion does a great job. When they get a steal, he pushes the ball in transition. Looks for a layup or his teammate spotting up on the wing.
Bryant guarded by Silvira. Tampa, Brown, attempted crossover. Kicks it back out to the corner. Bryant drives inside. Makes it over the length of that 7-foot Brazilian. Silvira, 17-9, Rollins.
That's a great job by Bryant, just navigating when he was up in the air, Carlos, just around those long stretch arms of Silvira, excuse me.
Marion gets the screen. Takes it left, kicks out for the corner. Rollins unable to get it. Attempted shot by Cody Potter, doesn't fall through. Tampa retakes possession.
I just don't think the Spartans have truly figured out an efficient way to break down this zone just quite yet, Carlos.
No, they keep passing it and passing it and passing it around. Inside shot. Lato couldn't get it.
Going to call him. It looked like a push in the back. It looks like they're going to call on the big guy.
That'll be Lato's first foul of the contest. We'll have a timeout here. 11 and a half minutes left in the first. Rollins up 17-9, the second media timeout of the game. You're watching the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Welcome back to the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Rollins Tars facing Sunshine State Conference divisional foe, Tampa Spartans. They beat them earlier this year on January 7th, and on Wednesday, February 1st, they have an early 17-9 lead. Back for the media timeout. Cade Long inbounds it for the Tars.
Corcoran will check in now for Marion. So new ball handler on the floor for the Tars.
Silvira being guarded, passes it back to Corcoran. Corcoran finds Yanor. Back to Silvira. Twists, turns, left hook, swish.
That was nasty, Carlos. You see how quick that little dream shake he gave him?
Oh, over that big man on the other end, Willis, too. Rollins lead by 10.
We got a big man battle brewing here. See if Willis can get it back on the other end for the Spartans.
Three-point attempt by Brown. Offensive rebound. Kicks it back out. Attempted three. Another one, no good. That time, Harris unable to get it. Corcoran on the other end.
Jacob Harris cold off the bench, Carlos. His first touch on the basketball all game is just a three. I always had a coach tell me you want to at least get a layup or a pass or a rebound before you get that first shot up.
Long lost the handle there, regains it. Screen from Silvira, pick and roll. Never mind, decides for Potter. Misses it.
Just don't think he really got his feet set the way he wanted to on that shot, Carlos. Looked like he rushed it a little bit. He just never squared his shoulders up to the rim.
Tampa gets the screen. Inside, attempted floater. No good. Harvey with his first attempted field goal of the game. Yanor takes him off the dribble, opts for a tough shot. After a little bit of tips in the air by both 24 big men, Tampa gets the rebound.
Yeah, Willis is cleaning up the boards. He's doing a great job on the defensive end, helping them out.
Micah Brown that time drains the three. Tampa trails by 7, 19-12, 9.5 minutes left in the first half.
And they really need Brown to start going and start cooking here, Carlos. I mean, they're only down 7, but only 12 points over halfway through this first half.
Silvira up against Willis. Big bodies clashing inside. Pivot, won't go.
Forced that one up. Wanted to go baseline. Willis did a good job taking it away.
Yes, he did. Another three. Micah Brown drained the first one, absolutely cashed the second one. Tampa pulls it within 4.
34% from 3 last year, Carlos. So this guy's a good shooter, and he's starting to get hot.
Rollins 0 points over their last 2 minutes. And a bit of a scoring drought after an early commanding lead.
Ever since the timeout.
Yanor, tough shot, makes it. Now that's how you respond from a scoring drought. Ends the 6-0 Tampa Spartan run. 8.5 minutes remaining in the first half.
You know, it's been all over the floor tonight, Carlos. Already in double figures.
Harvey stuck, passes it, doesn't escape the swarm of Tars. Corcoran that time with the deflection and the steal. Long off the screen. Dribbles around. Corcoran, three. No good. Bryant and Harvey passing it around to each other. If there's one person that has been doing the scoring so far for Tampa, it's number 5, but he passes it in. First points of the game for Jacob Harris.
And Micah Brown is having to do everything offensively for this Spartans team. They're getting the ball to that high post area, Carlos, at that free throw line area, but when you're playing against the zone, the only way that's effective if you get the ball there is if the guy that's there can shoot the ball or make a creative decision, go off the dribble, attack the rim, or find his teammate, down on the baseline. But they just haven't had anybody dangerous in that high post area, and that's forced Mekhi Brown to either take a long three or them to pass the ball around for 25, 26 seconds and then find an open shot.
And so far, they've been knocking them down. Tampa has made 3 of their last 3 field goals. They're only trailing 21-17, so much better than last time. Another media timeout here. This one will probably be a shorter one because we were talking there for a little bit. Once again, you're watching the Sunshine State Conference Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back from Warden Arena at Rollins College. Rollins clinging on to a 21-17 point lead. Tampa, they've been on a little scoring run lately. They've made 3 of their last 3 field goals. 7.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Tampa with 1 foul compared to Rollins' 3 personal.
Latimer on the floor for the first time tonight for the Tars. Seeker Shayev and Marion check back in the game as well as Frazier.
Latimer, first shot of the game. Tampa with the rebound.
Tough shot for Latimer, just checked into the game too.
Lato, rebound Latimer. Finds Corcoran from the wing. Offensive rebound, Grishaya poked away. DeAndre Harvey with the steal. Spin move. Off the mark. Rebound Rollins. Marion to Corcoran. Rotating around, Marion back with it. Gets a screen, settles for a mid-range. It'll be a foul. Contact will be called against the Spartans. Corcoran at the line shooting 2.
I just don't really think Jesse White thought he was going to pull up there, Carlos. Looked like he was kind of caught off guard when Marion just stopped on a dime and pulled up. But he's great from the mid-range and good free throw shooter as well, 81% on the season. So need him to get going if they want to extend this lead, though.
Kyle Marion, hometown Jacksonville, Florida. He was in the Naval Academy in 2018, 2019. Brave young man. He makes that second one. DeAndre Harvey, top of the key. Jesse White, three-pointer. Rolls out. Another rebound for Latimer. Latimer drives right. Gets the pump fake. Passes to Corcoran. Rattles it in.
Corcoran finally gets one to go, Carlos. 39% on the season, but get 2 open looks early on in this first half. One isn't able to get it to go, but knocks that one down and extend the lead to 8 for the Tars.
Cameron Corcoran makes it a 25-17 ball game. Contact inside. It'll be a foul on Rollins.
Yenor takes a minute and a half long break, Carlos. He does not sit out for very long stretches when the games are close for Coach Klusman.
Sergei Grishayev gets a second personal foul. Tampa. Harvey settles for a mid-range. Front rim. Won't go.
Rollins' rotation on that defensive possession was fantastic, but Latimer just travels in transition, Carlos. Looked like he rushed that play a little bit, but the Tars defensively, Carlos, they're moving well, affecting and disrupting this Spartans offense. And if the Spartans want to get open shots, they need to move the ball quicker, make more decisive decisions once they get the basketball.
Passing inside. Bank shot won't fall. Rollins on the other end. Latimer. Turnaround mid-range. Unsuccessful. Micah Brown pushes it up the court.
Coach Klusman did not like that shot, Carlos. I believe Latimer's going to check out of the game at the next dead ball. The 2 bad shots since Latimer's come into the game. He's done a good job being active defensively, but just can't take those unnecessary shots with 20 seconds left on the shot clock in a possession.
Lado lost the ball, goes out of bounds. Questionable call there, but it'll be out on Rollins. Tampa will take it with 15 seconds left on the shot clock.
Yeah, the crowd in here didn't like that one, Carlos. A lot of boos coming from behind our broadcast booth here.
Substitutions made. Latimer exits the game. Harvey crosses over, picks up a new defender, passes it inside. Harris unable to get it.
Back-to-back possessions. Harris has got that same mid-range jumper from the free throw line, unable to get to go.
Rollins passing it around, distributing.
Frazier's posting up. He wants the ball.
Marion this time. Wide open 3. Rebound Spartans. DeAndre Harvey pushing it up the court. Finds Micah Brown. Rattles that one home. Wide open from the corner. Score now 25-20 Rollins with 4 minutes remaining in the first half.
Yeah, that Mekhi Brown corner 3 ended a 3-minute scoring drought for this Spartans team. Now the Tars are in a 2-minute scoring drought of their own.
Cade Long from the wing. Yes. Long extends it to 8 points, 28-20.
Cade Long, career 44% three-point shooter. Was struggling a little bit early on in the season, struggling for his standards, I should say. But he's got his percentage back up to 43% now on the year, Carlos. Was down around 34-ish early in the season, but Cade Long's a shooter, can't leave that guy open.
Lado gets fouled inside. It'll be called on number 41, Jaden Frazier. We have another media timeout, third one of the game. I'm Carlos Rosado alongside my partner Parker Way. Rollins lead by 8, 28-20. 3.5 minutes remaining in the first. We'll be back. You're watching the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Welcome back to the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Rollins up 8 over the Tampa Spartans. Leading scorers for both teams, Hudson Noor with 11 points, as does Micah Brown for Tampa. For those of you who are just now joining us, a foul was called on number 41, Jaden Frazier, inside. So number 32, Tyson Lato, will be at the line shooting 2.
Lato on the season, Carlos, she's been kind of their go-to guy down low, if you would. 5 double-doubles this season, 14 rebounds twice on the year as well. So scored 10-plus points in 9 games this year, but slow start for him tonight.
And Lato barely gets that second free throw to drop.
His first point of the game. Going to need him to get active offensively and defensively. The Spartans want to win this game.
Yenor, screen from Silvira. Inside, Cade Long. Air ball. Brown pushing it up the other end to White. Back to Brown.
These are a big 3 minutes in this game, Carlos. Final 3 minutes of the half. It's only a 7-point game, which means that the Spartans can either close this and get this tied up at the half, or the Tars can go up double digits going into halftime. This is a huge 2:45 stretch coming up here.
Lato's shot doesn't fall. Marion, jump shot. Sweet. Cashes that one, gets it to go. Rollins now up 30-21.
Look at Yenor.
Yenor, another steal. Make it 3 for the game. Euro step, taking it from continent to continent. Gets it to go. Hutton Yenor, now the leading scorer of the game, 13 points.
Cade Long with a nasty Euro step on that transition play, Carlos.
Did I just mistake Hutton Yenor for Cade Long?
It's because Yenor had the steal, and then Cade Long took it out of his hands and took it the other way.
Oh, my goodness. I apologize for that. Cade Long on the other end. Another layup. Good.
Cade Long getting active here late in this first half, and I just mentioned that the final 2:45 are going to play a factor, Carlos. 7-0 run since that statement was made by the Tars.
Make it 7 for Long. 6-0 Rollins scoring run. Willis turns it over. Tried to find Lato. Goes straight out of bounds.
These end of halves, Carlos, especially when the game is close, are so pivotal for how your team goes into halftime and the momentum you can take into this second half. Tars can go up big here, possibly 16 with a 3-pointer on this possession.
Rollins have made 3 of their last 3. Marion. He was confident, I'll give him that. Doesn't get it.
Jim was ready to erupt if he hit that one.
Jesse White hands it to the leading scorer, Micah Brown. Tampa, they've only made 1 out of their last 9, and they're going through a scoring drought of over 2 minutes. Another steal, this time Kyle Marion, under a minute remaining to go.
No need to rush here if you're the Tars. Just get a good look. Look to extend the lead. Look at Yenor.
Yenor doesn't get it.
Man, Carlos, he wanted that deep 3, huh?
Oh, he did. He got that full release and everything. 35 seconds left. Willis inside. Attempts to jump hook over Silvira. Rebound Corcoran.
Going to hold for just 1 shot here now if you're the Tars. Coach Guzman's going to set up a play. Don't want to even give the Spartans an opportunity to go the other way and get a shot attempt off, especially when you're up 13. Either go in the half up 13, Carlos, or up 15 or 16. No need to give the ball back to the Spartans in any way here.
9 seconds left. 1 second remaining between the shot clock and game clock. Yenor to Cade Long. Pump fakes, 3-pointer, and he's fouled by Micah Brown. That'll be 3 free throws for number 11, Cade Long.
And that play is all set up by Hutton Yenor. Coach Klusman called the play. You get 4 out, you put Hutton Yenor down on the bottom, and you go have Silvira set a screen for him. You get one-on-one basically from that high post elbow area. You get a double team off that. Yenor finds the open Long, and we got 3 free throws here, Carlos.
Just another play from the wizard and legend, Coach Tom Klusman. Long drains that first free throw.
Long's an 88% free throw shooter on the season. And one thing I wanted to mention here, Carlos, before we hop off, you mentioned that 2-minute scoring drought a minute ago. So one of their last 10, the Spartans are. So that means they've scored 1 field goal in the last 6.5 minutes of play.
You can't do that to close out the half. Half-court shot won't fall through. Cade Long, 3 for 3 from the charity strike over those free throws. The last time Rollins played Tampa, Long had 13 points. He already has 10 at the end of this first half. Rollins up 37-21, end it with a 9-0 scoring run. Meanwhile, on the opposite end, Tampa ends it with an over 3-minute scoring drought. Once again, you're watching the Sunshine State Conference Network. I'm Carlos Rosado alongside my broadcast partner, Parker Way. We're actually going to swap. So in the second half, Parker will be play-by-play, and I will do color commentary. But before we let you go and before we take a break here, we just want to thank Full Sail University and the Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting specifically, and Rollins College for both allowing us to be able to call games and have these opportunities.
Always so thankful, Carlos. And we got a good one here tonight. Tars closed that half out really strong, up 16 going into the break. I'm looking forward to this second half.
You're watching the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. We'll be back after the half.
From the Princeton Review to Condé Nast Traveler regularly ranks Rollins as one of America's most beautiful college campuses. Zoom in, though. Take, for example, our conference-style learning environment. Consider the dozens of high-end laboratories and collaborative workshops. Drop in on the professional performance venues where our student artists hone their crafts. Stroll by the courts and playing fields where our student athletes develop lifelong leadership skills. Take a closer look at Rollins, and you'll realize our beauty runs deep.
The growth of this school has been so gratifying to see, and it's only the beginning. From the start, I knew we were going to have a great faculty, great facilities, and great guests from the industry, but the most satisfying thing for me has been to see the excitement and the talents that our students display every single day. They are what makes this program special. We designed this program to be challenging, and the goal from the start was to mimic the industry our students would be entering. So we put them in real-world situations. You're covering live college sports. You're calling esports matches. You're working behind the anchor desk. And they've taken the challenges head on. And now that hard work is paying off. We have graduates working all over the country in all facets of the industry. From on-air jobs at local stations to behind-the-scenes jobs at large companies, our grads are taking the industry by storm. Can't wait to see where we go from here. If you want to be a sportscaster, if you want to break into this business, this is the place to be. New classes start every month. I hope you'll join us.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams, discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
deciding to make an appearance? Oh, yeah. Shout out Horsley.
I took a lot of things for granted on game day. See them all here, I'm like, damn.
Oh.
Nothing better.
No, they're the best. Undefeated.
I knew you would appreciate it their comments.
I remember I interviewed her in the off season for like some PR project. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know what you'd be like.
Pretty average setter, but I'd say between us.
Oh, of course.
But I also played volleyball, so like I know.
Yeah.
So that was a great act.
That was. Let's make it better.
Hey, I think I'm gonna include one of you guys' voices in the next Rollins report. And as like a nat pool for going into that
Alright.
I'm gonna need a good call.
Yeah.
Let me know if you guys get a good call. That first half is really good. Okay.
He's got second half, so it'll probably be him most likely.
Fire.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen, during the first half of tonight's game, during the first half of tonight's game, guard Bethany Noah passed former Rollins player Derek Kirsten for 9 all-time in points and 10 all-time in steals for the Tars. Congratulations, Hudson.
Yeah, right. Write that down, write that down.
We're going back, Carlos. Hello, everybody, and welcome back inside the Sunshine State Conference Network. We are live at Warden Arena, Parker Way, alongside my broadcast partner, Carlos Rosado. Second half tip-off is just seconds away. Tars lead the Spartans 37 to 21, excuse me. Carlos, that was a high-paced first half. Do you have any thoughts before we get this second half underway?
Rollins has been blowing out Tampa in field goal percentage, 45 to 27. And how they got that going was points in the paint. Silveira, the big Brazilian, able to just knock down shots over the opposing Tyson Leto. They need to keep continuing to feed it to Silveira inside if they want to extend this lead.
You'll see Jacob Harris starts the second half for the Spartans. Down low to Leto. Blocked away by Silveira and Grishayev. Good defense there from the big man for the Tars.
Silveira, 7 feet, 255 pounds. It's hard to get a shot over that.
Leto wide open underneath.
But when you're wide open in the paint because the defense caught slipping, it's a little bit easier.
Yeah, that's a miscommunication down low by the Tars. Big men for sure. Leto gets us started, second half underway. Here's Marion. Cade Long looking to post up Silveira. Silveira gets it, turns over that right shoulder. Easy one with the left hand off the glass.
Already, like I said earlier, Silveira just getting his way inside against Tyson Leto.
There's Micah Brown, Jesse White up top. Poked away by Marion, found the hands of Leto. Jesse White spots up. Now it finds Jacob Harris. Good D by the Tars.
A deflection by Marion and then another deflection by Yanor.
5 on the shot clock. Micah Brown knocks down a long-range three and blows a kiss to the crowd.
Micah Brown with the shot clock going down gets his 14th point of this game. Already 3 for 4 from field goal range. No, from three-point field goal range.
Yeah, he's really kept this Spartans team in the game. It's a 13-point lead now for the Tars. Yanor looks to attack. Inside the painted area. Left it short. Grishayev goes up. Tipped around and finds... Tipped again and finds Micah Brown. Brown attacks. What a pass. Down low. Blocked away by Grishayev.
Jacob Harris thought he was slick, but Matthias Silveira thought otherwise.
Cade Long attacks with the left hand, unable to get to go. Micah Brown pushing the other way for the Spartans now. High pace start to this second half. Jesse White. No good.
Micah Brown is the one of the few reasons why Tampa is still kind of in this ball game. Right now, he has 14 points, finding his spots.
Oh, good D by Jesse White there. It'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow stays with the Tars. It's be 20 on the shot clock. It's good D there by Jesse White on Kyle Marion.
Good defense, and when Marion turn it over, one thing that we're taught in basketball, you lose that ball, you get it right back. Marion, he tried to do that, too physical.
Tars will inbound at 17:50 to play here in the second half. 39-26 lead. Marion backdoor. Stolen away by Jacob Harris. Jesse White into the paint area. Finds the corner. There's Bryant. We're going to stay here. It's going to be a foul. I think it's going to go on Grishayev.
Grishayev picking up his second personal foul of the game.
First team foul of the half for the Tars. Go ahead. Sorry, Carlos.
Oh, no, my bad. I was just going to talk about how the rebound went over their heads, and Grishayev, he tried to make that play and was too physical.
Jacob Harris turnaround fade. No good. Silveira skies up for the rebound. There's the 7-footer making his presence known. Oh, Marion. Crossover. Dishes it off to Silveira. Nice finish there from the 7-footer.
Beautiful double clutch by the big Brazilian.
Jacob Harris, high post, finds Leto underneath. Leto wanted to push in the back on Grishayev, and he didn't get it. Turnover for the Spartans.
Ball over the head of Leto. Tried to plead his case. Official wasn't having it.
10th turnover of the game for the Spartans. Cade Long on the wing. Gets the screen from Silveira. Finds Marion in the corner. He puts it up for three. No good. Krishayev tried to get that weak side rebound. Just slipped right through his hands, and we'll see number 24, Yarden Willis, check into the game. So we'll get that 7-footer matchup. Once again, Jacob Harris will check out for the Spartans. We'll also get DeAndre Harvey in for Jesse White.
Willis mainly in there defensively for the Spartans. Hasn't put up any points, but that's not what he's here to do.
And let's see what the offense looks like without Willis at that high post area, Carlos. He's been effective in that area for them. Micah Brown wanted to shoot the three, didn't. Finds Bryant in the corner. He drives hard. Nice finish there from Jonathan Bryant. 13-point lead for the Tars. Just about 16 minutes left to play in the second half.
Midair, acrobatic, get it. He did.
Kyle Marion, tough to the rim, and it gets it to go, and one. Kyle Marion, tough finish.
If Kyle Marion can't score outside, he's going to take it right at you, and he's going to demand that that ball go through the hoop.
9 points now for Kyle Marion on the night. Averages 13 on the season. Unable to get that free throw to fall. Scored 18 points 3 times, 18-plus points 3 times in January, Carlos. So he had a good month. Micah Brown, little 15-footer, no good. Yenor with the rebound. Look at Silvira run the floor. And it's blocked by Willis. And the big man will go to the free throw line, Carlos.
That's what you want from a center, sprinting in transition from coast to coast, continent to continent. Good defensive play by Tampa. Silvira proven that he's a playmaker for the Rollins Tars.
Tars lead at 43-28, 15:45 left here in the second half. Parker Way alongside my broadcast partner, Carlos Rosado. We'll be right back. Welcome back inside Warden Arena. We are live on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network for tonight's men's basketball matchup, where the Rollins College Tars lead the University of Tampa Spartans 43-28. Here in the second half, Matthias Silvira will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. And one thing I wanted to hit on, Carlos, while we have Silvira at the free throw line, only 4 turnovers on the night for the Tars. That you have to imagine that's helped them get this lead to 15.
It's impressive, especially when you consider the end of the first half when the Tars forced 3 turnovers in the last minute from the Tampa Spartans.
Silvira knocks down the first, gets both of them to go. Wasn't a great free throw shooter coming in tonight, only 65%, but gets a pair to go there. 17-point lead now for the Tars. Spartans need a spark here. Looking for Willis down low. Over Silvira, gets it to go. Nice left-handed baby hook.
First points for Willis. Decides to go size versus size, gets that little baby hook.
Here's Marion now. Little back screen from Silvira, gets Marion one-on-one on the wing. Clear out. Yenor goes one-on-one. What a pass to Silvira. He left it short.
Oh, man, I think he was a little unbalanced there. Didn't quite set his feet.
Yeah, that was a beautiful play by Yanor to find the wide open Silvira. Gershayev, nice rebound. A little bit of a wild shot there from Jonathan Bryant.
Jonathan Bryant looked like a washing machine there. A little too much on the spin move. Probably saw some stars on the way up.
And Cade Long continues to attack with that offhand. Gets it to go with the left. Pushes that Tars lead back up to 17.
Cade Long, the three-point assassin with 12 points, 4 for 7 from field goal.
Yeah, how about the balanced attack from this Tars offense tonight? 3 guys in double figures, and Kyle Marion has 9 himself. Going to be a foul down low. It'll go on Silvira. That is his second foul. Team's second foul as well. Jaden Frazier is going to check in for the big man from Tres Pontes, Brazil. He had 17, or excuse me, he had 11 when they played Tampa earlier last month on the 7th. He's already got 12 here tonight, so been a much more productive evening for Silvira in this matchup. And I wanted to mention as well, Tampa went 2-0 against the Tars last year, beat them on January 12th, 77-86, and then again on February 16th, 77-87. So almost the exact score as Leto gets it to go there. But Tars looking to go 2-0 against this Spartans team this season that went 2-0 against them last year, Carlos.
You know, it wouldn't be considered a conference rival if both teams didn't win back and forth, and that's exactly what you expect.
Leto gets a pair to go, and I will say 27-20, Tampa leads the all-time series against the Tars. But here we go, Corcoran into the game now for Marion. He'll run the offense for this Rollins squad. Up 15, under 14 to play now here in this second half. Micah Brown wanted to travel there, Carlos, but referee saw a foul first. Jose Neves made the call. Corcoran to Gershayev, finds Long. No driving lane there. Yanor under 10 now on the shot clock. Yanor jump pass to Long, 3 on the shot clock, 2. He's got to put it up. And what touch there from Cade Long. Usually the three-point specialist. He's been getting it done all over the floor tonight, Carlos.
You know, Parker, whenever you're in your bag, even the shots that don't look like they're going in, the ones that are the hardest to release, they end up going through for you. And that's exactly what Cade Long is doing this game.
Breakaway, Hutton Yanor, two-hand flush.
Throw it down.
And I will say something while we were talking about Cade Long with that shooter's touch. I was talking to somebody who played basketball here early in the 2000s, Carlos, and he said this has always been a shooter's gym. Didn't know what it was about the gym, but he did mention the soft rims that they have here, and the new lights also don't hurt this gym as well. But we've seen some big performances. What a shot from Jonathan Bryant. Gets the 3 to go and 1. But I'll finish that thought by just saying we've seen some big shooting performances this season in this gym. And it doesn't surprise me that we see Cade Long getting it going here with that soft touch a couple possessions ago.
I mean, with Rollins, whenever we do our game boards to prepare for these games, the very first thing that we write down all the time is great shooting. They've always been a good shooting team. In this season, they've improved it.
You make great points there, Carlos. Jonathan Bryant completes the 4-point play. He's up to 10 now. 10 points, 3 boards on the night. Still a 15-point lead for the Tars. Parker Way alongside my broadcast partner, Carlos Rosado. Just want to give a special shout out to Rollins College. We are students at the Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting. Always appreciate to be at these games. And Hutton Yanor unable to get the up and under to go.
Regardless of the miss, that was smooth.
Micah Brown pull up 15-footer, no good. Look at Cade Long. He's been all over the floor tonight, Carlos.
Cade Long has 4 rebounds. I believe most of them are in this second half already.
Doing the dirty work on the defensive end is Cade Long. Swing it to Corcoran. It finds Cade Long in the corners, looking to stay hot. Back iron, that one just out. Jesse White push ahead now Jonathan Bryant looks to stay in attack mode. What a spin move, and what a finish with the left hand, Jonathan Bryant, and one.
Get up there, Jonathan Bryant, the second, Orange Park, Florida, drives in there, takes the contact, doesn't get denied, gets it to go. He'll be shooting the extra free throw to complete the and one.
Now, 13th time he's been in double figures this season. So he just had a 4-point play 2 possessions ago, Carlos, and now he completes the 3-point play. Jonathan Bryant cuts this lead down to 12. They haven't really been able to get it down under or in single figures since that end of that first half. So if the Spartans can continue to chip away at this lead, who knows? Still have 11:57 left to play in this second half.
And they're currently on a 7-0 scoring run, too.
In under a minute, too. Frazier, wow. A little bit of a luck on that shot, but he gets it to go anyways.
Jaden Frazier, those are his first 2 points of this game.
Oh, Hutton-Unor staying active defensively. It's loose. Cody Potter, it finds Hutton-Unor. Uh-oh. Looked like Corcoran wanted to go off the backboard, Carlos. Spartans were having none of that. I wanted to see it, though.
Oh, my gosh. I thought Cameron was going to go off the glass to Unor.
He wanted to. Look at Tyson Leto, keeping his team in this game. Feels like the Tars are up more, Carlos. The atmosphere in this gym is, but it's still a close game. Still, it's only 14. Loose ball foul. Tars are loving it. We're going to get a media timeout. So we're going to get a media timeout after that foul. 11:05 remaining in the second half. Inside Warden Arena. Rollins 55. University of Tampa 41. We'll be right back after this short break on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Get up and just
I was going to jump.
Me too. I would have ignored all the fundamentals that we've been taught. And I would have yelled over each other. Yeah. You know, I think I've told you this. I've been to Applebee's twice. I've thrown up in their bathroom twice. All right.
Applebee's used to have $1 happy hour on mixed drinks.
Oh, damn. I can't drink yet.
Dude, you wouldn't want to drink $1 happy hour. That means they're giving you these alcohol.
That's true. Oh, I hate Applebee's.
Hello and welcome back inside Warden Arena, Parkaway, alongside Carlos Rosado. What a battle we have here tonight. Tars have really taken that momentum from the end of the first half, Carlos, and extended it here into the second half. They lead by 14 with 11:05 left to play. It will be Tars basketball. Or excuse me, I believe it. It will be Tars basketball. We're going to go press break here. Oh, no, excuse me. They're on this end. So Unor. Little reset here. Tars out of bounds. We're going to get a foul call on the inbound. It's going on Yarden Willis again. He's those 2 7-footers been battling tonight, Carlos.
They have. That time, Tars just trying to run around to find an open guy out the inbound. Willis too physical on Silvira.
Unor at the elbow. Fade away. Splash. Unor too good from that 12 and in range. Once he touches that painted area, he's almost automatic.
15 points already for Unor. I mean, he's a savage. Certified G.
7 boards, 4 assists as well. Yeah, that's going to be an easy call for the referee, Art Williams. It's going to go on Marion. Tyson Leto picks up the foul.
I mean, when you're 6'1", Kyle Marion, it's hard to get a rebound over a 6'7" guy.
Micah Brown right over Cameron Corcoran. Heck of a shot there from Micah Brown. 17 points now tonight.
Nails his 5th three-pointer of the game. He's one of the reasons why Tampa, they're still hanging around a little bit.
They're definitely still in this game without a doubt, Carlos. Still a lot of time left. Silvira's posting up. Goes baseline with the jump left hook, unable to get to go. Micah Brown looking to push, mini transition. Jesse White finds Jonathan Bryant. Challenges Silvira at the rim. No good, it's batted around. Willis, now it's White. Finds Bryant. Wow. What's the call here by the official?
I mean, before we continue, that was a beautiful defensive possession by the Tars. Silvira up there. You know, it's really hard to do it, but in basketball, you're taught whenever you contest a shot up in the air, you got to put both hands up. And he was able to do that, executed it flawlessly. That earlier shot by Bryant almost went in. It reeled around. It just swished around the rim. Couldn't get it to go. Foul will be called. Tampa inbound.
Yeah, Bryant really attacked the rim a couple times on that last possession. Carlos unable to get to go. I think they went 0 of 3 on that possession, but a foul was called on Cody Potter. 16 foul, so next foul on the Tars. Spartans will be 1-1. Micah Brown attacks. Pull up from the mid-range, and he gets it to go. Micah Brown cuts the lead to 11 now. See if the Spartans can get some stops and get themselves back in this game, Carlos. What do they need to do?
What do the Tars need to do? They need to somehow find a way to get it out of the hands of Micah Brown. 19 points already, 7 for 11 from field goal. He's the main reason why the Spartans have been able to pull it inside 11.
Cody Potter 0 of 3 now from long range. 11-point game. The Spartans can get a score here. Micah Brown, no good. I was going to say, if the Spartans can get a score there, it'll be the first time this game was in single digits since the end of the first half. But Micah Brown, little heat check 3 there, Carlos.
Whenever you're having a game like Micah Brown has, you're allowed to shoot some of those heat checks.
Cameron Corcoran handling. Now changed his shoes at halftime. Don't think I won't notice that.
While we're on the subject of shoes, Parker, I just have to appreciate the shoe game, the sneaker game that's going on right now. I mean, if you see number 20 for Tampa, Jesse White, are those SpongeBob Kyries?
What a pass there from Silvira. They are the SpongeBob Kyries. What a collection. Now, I think those are the bikini bottoms.
That's hilarious.
As well as some other fresh kicks, but we get back to action now. 59-46, 8:40 left in this second half. Tars lead by 13 still, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Hutton Ynor takes the charge. Easy call for the referees.
Get you a teammate like Hutton Ynor.
By the way, that was Willis's 5th foul in just 19 minutes of play, Carlos. He really struggled keeping himself on the floor tonight.
Already. Hutton Ynor with blocks, with steals, and creating offensive fouls, taking one for the team with a charge. What a great player.
Don't forget, Ynor also moved into 10th all-time in school history in steals as Kyle Marion hits the step-back 3 from the corner. Tars lead back up to 16.
Marion gets his first three-point shot of the night, something that Rollins definitely needed.
4th player in double figures for the Tars is Ynor! Skies to the rim with the two-handed flush. How about that, Carlos?
Come on now. Don't play with him.
Don't play with Ynor is right now. He's flirting with a double-double. 17 points. That was his 8th rebound. Marion continues to attack. Oh, off the leg of Tyson Leto. That was going to be an easy two-hand flush for the big Silvira. Timeout on the floor. We're going to stay here during this one, Carlos. I'm a little too fired up to take a break right now. 64-46 lead. 7:46 left to play in this second half for the Tars. And I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about Hutton Ynor. He's been all over the floor tonight. What have you seen from the leader, number 0?
I mean, like you said earlier, before this game, we told our audience that Ynor needed 9 points. to move into the Rollins record books in the top 10. And he already did that within, the first 5 minutes of the contest?
Started hot.
I mean, not only does he always get it done on the offensive side, just slamming that one down, but the defensive side too. 8 rebounds already, creating that one charge on the other end that caused Willis for the Spartans to foul out so early in the contest. Hutton Ynor, number 0, the captain, the 4-time Rollins athletic director and Sunshine State Conference Commissioner honor roll. He's a very smart man. 45 steals in 18 games. He just keeps on adding, and he keeps on doing exactly what Coach Klusman preaches.
Yep, he had 45 steals coming into the game tonight. Carlos has 5 here tonight, 5 steals from Ynor. So he's up above 50 on the season, and I did mention that he is now 10th all-time in school history in steals. And he averaged 21 a game last year against Tampa, had 19 against them earlier last month. He's got 17 here tonight. He's been the leader all season long, looking to pick up the Tars' 11th win here tonight. We'll get to resume action. He's going to find Ynor top of the key. I thought he was going to take that one.
Brooks Kaler in the game for the first time.
Sporting a fresh new haircut, I must add. Ynor attacks. Fade away on the baseline, no good. Rebound Jesse White, though, push it the other way. If the Spartans want a chance at pushing this game into overtime or winning it, they're going to have to make their move right now, Carlos.
Yes, they have to, and if they want to, they got to give it in the hands of number 5. That man's been balling tonight.
And that one found Tyson Leto at the free throw line. I don't want to get to go. Kyle Marion pull up 3. And it just rims out.
That's highway robbery.
A little toilet bowl action on that one. Here's Jesse White, under 7 to play now in the second half. Tars have largely dominated this entire game. Leto finds Jonathan Bryant in the corner. No good. Look at Ynor. Unbelievable.
I mean, he jumped 10 feet up in the air to snatch that one.
This guy is everywhere. 9th rebound now, 1 away from a double-double for the grad student, Hutton Ynor. Look at Silvira. So inspirational. Down low with the jump left hook. 20-point lead now for the Tars.
Silvira started the first half dominating in the paint. He started the second half doing the same thing, and now he's back doing that. That's exactly what the Tars need.
And that one gets it to go. Jesse White finally gets a 3 to fall for this Spartans team. I was mentioning that soft rim earlier, and that one sure had some nice soft touch. That ends a 3-minute scoring drought for the Spartans. Ynor, pull up, too easy. Hutton Ynor, 19 points on the night. Micah Brown wanted that 3. Leto, Bryant. Brown attacks now. Well, 10-footer good. It's good patience there from Micah Brown to find the shot that he wanted. Might be a little too late for the Spartans team, though. Kaler to Latimer. Here's Ynor. Finds his buddy Marion. Pull up from Marion's. Oh, good. That one rimmed out.
Another toilet bowl action for back-to-back shots for Kyle Marion.
Micah Brown, little fade away. No good. Brooks Kaler. So, Carlos, as we go under 5 now to play, I don't know about you, but I've been real impressed with this Tars defense tonight. They've cleaned up the glass especially well when they've gotten stops.
I mean, not only that, but the turnover differential. I mean, that's what wins you these games. Tampa has 14 turnovers compared to Rollins' 4th. That is a 10-plus turnover differential for the Tars.
Ynor, no good. And I will add this, Carlos, no turnovers in the second half for this Tars team. And I will say the Tars are up 17-0 on points off turnovers. You look at the difference in the game, 17 points, Carlos.
That's impressive.
So you mentioned the difference in the turnovers. The biggest difference has been the fact that not only have the Tars been able to create turnovers, they've been scoring off them as well.
You just blew my mind with that stat, Parker.
So Kaler unable to get that 3 to go. He is a fan favorite when he checks in the game. He is not afraid to shoot the basketball. Marion just stepped out of play there. So 4.5 minutes left. We're live at Warden Arena. Tars lead 68 to 51. Looking to get their record to 5-5 at home this year. Jesse Brown, long range three, short. Look at Kaler, quick pass to Latimer. Latimer, woo, what a finish.
He's got the speed of John Wall with the finishing of Russell Westbrook. That was fast.
Yeah, how about that outlet from Kaler, too? Just a little one-hand dart over to him. Latimer caught it in stride and finished at the rim. Leto, ooh. Couple moves up and under. Got that little baby jumper to go.
Leto, 9 points in the contest now. Felt good after that one.
So here's Kyle Marion. Attacks, finds Frazier. Nice block from Leto. Jonathan Bryant in transition. Foul called. We're going to get another timeout on the floor, Carlos. 3 minutes, 37 seconds left. Welcome back to the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Parker Way, alongside my broadcast partner, the one and only Carlos Rosado. Just want to give a special shout out to Rollins College. We are students at Full Sail University in the Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting. We have an incredible partnership with Rollins College that allows us to call their sports, get exclusive coverage, film them, film their athletes as well, put some packages together. So we always appreciate being in the building, especially for these big-time wins. It feels like we're getting here tonight, Carlos.
I mean, it's an honor to call these games with you. It's an honor to be a part of Rollins College. And, you know, both of us, we want to be play-by-play guys in our respective careers. So the fact that we're able to be a part of a program that allows us to do something like this and get that real-world experience is legendary.
It's fantastic. Always appreciate the schools coming together for an opportunity like this. As Jonathan Bryant knocks down a pair. So here's Latimer. Marion. Kaler. No good. Brooks Kaler, under 3 to play now inside Warden Arena. Great defensive effort here from the Tars tonight. Latimer spots up for 3. That one's good. Nice shot there from John Latimer.
That was smooth. Make that 5 for Latimer.
One and one, gonna go to the free throw line. And as we look ahead, Carlos, winners of 4 of their last 5, the Tars are now over 500 for the first time since early December. What is the future, or how do you see these next couple of games playing out for the Tars as they have momentum? I'll pull the schedule up here for you. They have Barry University on Saturday, and then they go to Florida, to number 18 Florida Southern College here next Wednesday, and then and then at Lynn. So 2 of the next 3 on the road. What are your expectations for this team as we move forward in the next week or so?
They beat Lynn a few weeks ago. I don't know about Barry University, but the Mocs, they lost a close one by 5, 106 to 111. That's one that they want back and that they want to take.
Yeah, so the Tars beat Barry University 86-79 earlier this season. That was December 10th. Obviously have a loss to Florida Southern College, but took that team to overtime. It was a great game. I was here in the building for that one. And as you mentioned, they have some wins over Lynn this season as well. 16-point lead, 2 minutes to go. Ball hits the radio scores table, out of play. Another turnover, 15th of the game for this Spartans team.
I guess you'd rather pass it out of bounds than to pass it to a player of the opposing team, and especially when that ball that goes out of bounds goes to the radio team right next to us.
Kaler to Latimer. Pulls up, freshman. No shooter's touch on that one.
That did not look like a soft rim that time. Come on.
So, as I mentioned, Carlos, last season this University of Tampa Spartans team 2-0 against the Tars. So now the Tars are going to get their revenge in this respective season. They're going to finish the year 2-0 against University of Tampa. Got to feel good if you're Coach Klusman over your old friend Richard Schmidt. Both of these guys have been coaching since the mid-'80s, or excuse me, not the mid-'80s, the early '80s. Legendary coaches inside this conference. Both 6-time coaches of the year, so always a pretty special moment to be in the building when these two guys go against each other. Klusman sits down every once in a while. Coach Schmidt, have not seen him take a seat once. Long range 3 from Justin Anderson. Only his 4th game played this season.
Coach Schmidt's got a nice outfit too. He's looking fly.
Kaler unable to get it to fall. Crowd is asking Kaler to shoot every time he touches the ball, Carlos. He's going to take a charge here. Easy call from the referees. 44 seconds left to play in Wharton Arena. Tars lead at 73-60.
Brooks Kaler is a walking spark plug. Their last home game, I had the pleasure to be in the building to help call that one alongside my broadcast partner at the time, Blake Kelly. This dude entered the game in a blowout and just hit every single three-pointer. It was insane.
What a dime from Latimer. But I've been in the building as well when he's come off the bench. If he hits a shot, Carlos, this crowd they go crazy for this kid. They love him. Lecho unable to get it to go. And the Tars are just going to dribble it out. Big-time win inside Wharton Arena. Tars move to 7-6 in conference play. It's jam-packed at the top when it comes to 7-6 teams inside this conference, Carlos. I'll read you the standings here. So we have Nova Southeastern, the #1 team in Division II. Tars officially win 75-60. But the #1 team, Nova Southeastern, is 13-0 inside this conference, 20-0 on the season. But as it goes for everybody else, Embry-Riddle 7-6, Florida Tech 7-6, St. Leo 7-6, Florida Southern 7-6, and now the Rollins College Tars 7-6 in conference play. So these are some pivotal games coming up late in the season, Carlos, especially when we think about seeding coming up for that Sunshine State Conference tournament.
We're getting close to the end of the regular season. We have to make a push. It is time to go all in. Of course, like you mentioned, Nova Southeastern just a dog in the conference. But other than that, the Sunshine State Conference remains close, and the Rollins Tars look to cause some pressure.
They do. That Sunshine State Conference tournament starts February 28th. So, Carlos, this is the last month of the season. Tars pick up and start February well. Big win there. We have 7 more games before that conference tournament starts. I'm looking forward to some of those games, especially that Florida Southern game It'll be a real big test for Rollins. They lost 111-106 in overtime at home against that number 18th ranked team, but it's a whole different test. As you know, when you go on the road, just wanted to get your final thoughts on the game here tonight. Obviously, Hutton Unor led the way, broke a couple records, but your overall takeaways from this big win tonight for the Tars.
My overall takeaway, 15-point victory. I mean, that feels good. Rollins ecstatic to sweep a conference rival. Hutton Unor, congratulations to you, sir, for becoming, what did you say, Parker? He's the 9th all-time in scoring?
9th all-time in school history in scoring and 10th all-time in steals. It's pretty remarkable for a guy. Came here, first 2 years he was a 6-man off the bench, and then became once the COVID year hit, and then he came back after that. I mean, he just started to erupt offensively and ended himself up top 10 all-time. And this Rollins program is an illustrious program when it comes to scorers and people that put up numbers offensively. So congratulations to him. But I think also the 10th in steals just shows you how versatile his game is offensively and defensively, Carlos.
Hutton Unor is going to be a Rollins Hall of Famer. And it's not a matter of if, but a matter of when. And what he did tonight is an example of the many things that he's done in his tenure as the star for this Rollins Tars team. And if we look across the board, everyone, they did their job correctly. Huge credit to Kyle Marion, to Cade Long, Sergei Grishayev, and Silvira. Silvira being dominant early in the paint and having their way against number 32, Leto, for the other team. What a great win for the Tars, and they'll move on to take on Barry University.
Leading scorer in the game tonight was Micah Brown, 21 points to lead the way for the Spartans. Jonathan Bryant chipped in 15 as well. And for your Tars, 19 points, 9 rebounds from Hutton Unor. Kyle Marion, 12 points, 5 assists. Cade Long chips in 14 points. And Silvira, the big man, was 16 points. Rollins wins 75-60 over University of Tampa Spartans. I'm Parker Way, alongside my broadcast partner, Carlos Rosado. Thanks for watching tonight's game on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. We'll catch you next time.